Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Brendan and welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, it is great to have you. And today I wanted to take a minute and talk about the state of Ethereum, because Ethereum is the king of the altcoins, and after it just hit its new high of $415, it has slowly been consolidating down just below that area. Now, I think that there is secret bullish divergence on Ethereum, and after it actually came down here and bounced not once but twice off of its previous high, I think that there is some information that we need to talk about. So if that sounds interesting, go ahead and stick around for the video, as there will be important information discussed the entire way through. But let's go ahead and dive on into this information. So with Ethereum actually, and we're going to enlarge this, with Ethereum over here hitting this new high of $415 upon this swing to the upside, we've actually seen some consolidation below this area for the last couple of days now. In fact, almost the last week or so. So with all these candles getting printed over here, it is not surprising to see that we have seen a nice group of bounces off of this like $365 area, because this is actually the previous high from back over in July of 2019, almost exactly a year ago, from when we bounced off of and actually rejected this area. So previous resistance is now very clearly support, which in my mind is a very, very good thing to see. And in fact, what this could very well lead to is actually a break, a hook, and then a go formation, which is something I talk about a lot on this channel, but I think that it's very relevant, which is why we talk about it so much. So again, guys, this is just, the break of resistance, coming back to retest it, confirming that it's now support, and then continuing to move to the upside. So that is one of the things that, first of all, I think is very possible to play out on this Ethereum chart. But also, I want to talk about how we could actually have some secret bullish divergence that we have seen in the past on both Bitcoin and Ethereum. So in order to do this, what we're gonna have to do is actually zoom out of this daily chart and look at some of our indicators. So the two that I'm gonna use today are just, again, the RSI and the MACD. These are the ones I use the most on the channel. I think they are the easiest for just everybody to understand. But the way that I want to explain this and see how this is playing out is I want us to take a look at this area over here from around May of 2019. Now, Ethereum was actually in a very similar situation where it was coming back from the yearly bottoms that it was at. It was trending up for a nice little bit, and then it started to have its breakout. Now, it had its first breakout scenario, and then it started consolidating. But if you go and you look at some of these indicators, we can very clearly see that, while Ethereum really wasn't going anywhere in this area, yes, it did kind of consolidate a little bit down in here, but, for the most part, the price action didn't really go anywhere. But despite seeing that, what we can see is if we line this up with the MACD right here, we can see that, the MACD was going down and down and down and down and down, but the price action wasn't moving. And the same thing with the RSI. The RSI was coming down, even hit a lower swing high, But the main point of this is that while the RSI looked like it had peaked and it continued to come downwards, the price action wasn't going anywhere. And so that is one of the things to take note at. If the bears are really pushing this down, the price action should, most of the time, go down with these indicators. And the fact is that they were not. The price stayed the same while the indicators were, again, resetting and moving their way back downwards. And the way that I look at this is very similar to the situation that we're in today, where in fact, we are seeing, our MACD starting to fade off, almost go back into the bearish side again, and we see our RSI about to go from overbought back into the neutral territory, because both of these have been trending downwards for the time being. Now, with these guys both, again, trending down almost both into a neutral area, and the price of Ethereum really not going anywhere so far, this is leading me to believe that this could be another one of those scenarios where we could just, again, have this bullish consolidation over here. Some might even call this a bull flag. If it is, I think it's a very ugly one. But, needless to say, I don't even think we have to have a name for this besides just seeing that, there is selling pressure in here, and there is, the buyer slowly fading, I guess, off in a way, but the price isn't going anywhere. So obviously there is not enough sellers as of right now, despite looking like that the sellers are gaining momentum, the price isn't going anywhere. So, the farther and farther I believe that this will go down, we're going to reset into a neutral area, which will essentially allow us to go for another rip, and it not be anything crazy. Again, we wouldn't be hitting a new high. We wouldn't be going any higher than our new high. We'd just be back at neutral, and Ethereum could say, all right, we're back at neutral. Let's go again. And again, I'm oversimplifying this, but the point of the me saying this is that indicators are moving down, but the price is not, and that's something to take note of. And I think that's the main takeaway of this, without me trying to overcomplicate or oversimplify anything. So that is what I am watching. Again, this happened on Bitcoin around the exact same time. I talked about that, like, you know, whatever it was, like a year and a half ago now, when Bitcoin was doing a very, very similar thing. You know, the price action was rising, or even holding the exact same level, but the indicators and oscillators were actually falling. It's a very, very weird thing to see. It's not something that we see too often on these guys, but it does happen every once in a while. And so for that reason, you know, I am calling this a form of like secret bullish divergence. I think that it is, again, strange, not unseen, but again, strange that we just have seen this happen once again. So that is the gist of this video. You know, again, I think if Ethereum is going to go anywhere, I don't really see it stopping for like another 80, 90 bucks at least. It's at this like little bit of resistance that it has left on Ethereum. Just again, this previous support that has now turned resistance. Nothing that is really kind of too strong. This is really the last of the heavy, strong support for Ethereum before it goes for like another major rip, in my opinion. So there's a lot happening, of course, on the back end, the fundamental side, like Ethereum 2.0 and how they're integrating, and then you have the whole DeFi scenario. I mean, there is just a lot going on besides just what's happening on this chart, and I think that we have to take into account both of them. So that is going to go ahead and sum up this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did like the video, drop a like on it, and if you guys have any questions, drop those in the comment section down below, and I'd love to get back to you and kind of like interact and talk to you guys. One last thing is, if you guys want to join the Discord, there's a free link to that in the description down below, and you guys can join that, no strings attached. It's just kind of where my community resides. But that is going to be the end of this video. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.